What's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel and my first video. Wow, I'm starting off my channel in this series with terrible lighting, so that's a great way to start the channel, Judy. Anyway, as you would have seen, I just finished my fasted cardio. I'm doing 30 minutes right now, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. I take the weekends off. I do still lift during the weekends, but no cardio. It's about 6:45 right now. I like to get it done nice and early, that way I can get ready for the day. I usually start work around 8, so that gives me time in between. I'm just sitting in the car right now. I have been for about 5 minutes. If you know, you know that sitting in the car after cardio is like a whole form of self-care. Anyway, I'm gonna get my ass inside and get showered, and I will show you guys my first meal. So I have 200 grams of egg whites cooking right now. I like to cook them like this, and then flip it like a pancake. I like them crispier because the scrambled texture, like when you scramble them, it grosses me out now. I think I've had egg whites so much that the texture just grosses me out. So I have to have them crispy like this. So I have 200 grams of egg whites there. And then what's supposed to be 50 grams of oats. I just do the quick oats because they get fluffier, giving you more volume, so it makes you feel like you're eating more. So I just added water to these, and then I put salt in there as well. I kind of eyeball the amount of water. I do a little bit more than what's recommended because I feel like it makes them thicker and fluffier. Do it for like 2.5 minutes. And pro tip, these popcorn seasonings, they're all 0 calorie. They do have sodium in them, so you have to kind of watch that. But if you're not tracking your sodium, these are amazing for flavor. I get the white cheddar, and then the garlic parmesan is my favorite. And I put that in egg whites, I put it on chicken, I put it on literally almost anything savory. These syrups right here, salted caramel, that's the goat, and then I'm trying butter pecan. I haven't tried that one yet. I put it in syrups, I put it in, I put it in coffee. I put the syrup in coffee. I put the syrup in oats. Yeah, protein shakes, anything sweet. All right, the oats are all finished, and they're thick and fluffy. They ended up taking like 3 minutes to get them to the consistency that I like. So I added a little bit of salted caramel skinny syrups. Again, it's amazing in oatmeal. They have like a peppermint bark flavor that's really good, a cookie dough one, peanut butter, like literally any sweet flavor you can imagine. And I like to just top it with a little bit more pink Himalayan sea salt. And then I did just 1 serving of sugar-free ketchup on my eggs. Weighed that out, and I'm gonna eat this and then have my next meal in a few hours. Good morning. Oh, thank you. Thank you. As you know, you're in competition prep when you get really excited about a Tupperware delivery. Pro tip number 17. If you need help with accountability, get yourself a husky. They will not let you be lazy or slack on your steps. Come on, buddy. Come on, Pepper. What's up, you guys? We're back exactly 3 hours later for meal out. I'm trying to time it exactly 3 hours apart. So what I'm gonna do for my second meal is the same as my third and fourth meal as well, so that makes it easy. So I'm going to grab my ground chicken. It's already, oh, nice voice crack, Jeannie. It's already prepped in these handy little containers. We have 2, 3, and 4. Obviously I'm only using 2. So I'm actually going to show you how I prep my rice. This will be for the rest of the day. Usually I'll have this done like, you know, the weekend before or 2 or 3 days ahead of time, but I ran out of rice and had to make more in our little rice cooker that Justin's had for like fucking 30 years. Just kidding, not that long. It's super old. Still works like a charm, so why fix it if it's not broke, you know. So I'm starting with meal 2, and I know right off the top of my head that I'm supposed to have 125 grams of rice. Oh, need to zero that out. There we go. I need 125 grams of rice with this meal, so we're just going to add it in right from the rice cooker till we see 125. It's always super satisfying when you get it like right on the money. Doesn't always happen. Actually, usually doesn't happen, but you know. Oh, 123. 123.6. 125.8. As long as it's in the 125 range, we're good. All right, and for meal 3, I already have this little handy little guac pack in here from Walmart. Super convenient. And meal 3 has 105 grams. Oh, zero it back out. So for meal 4, which is going to be my pre-workout meal later on today, I actually have 145 grams of rice in this one. And as you noticed, last meal had a guac pack for a little extra fats. What's up, guys? We're back. Meal 3, ground turkey and rice. It's the rice that we prepped earlier. I'm doing ground turkey because I'm doing the 93.7 because for me in the past it's been hard to hit fat macros, so I'm doing a little bit fattier of a protein for now until those get, you know, lowered later on in prep. So we're gonna have this, get some more work done, and we'll catch up with you guys in a minute. Something else I wanted to mention is this is the meal that I had my little guacamole pack prepped with that you saw earlier. I'm going to add that to this meal. This meal is a little bit higher fat, lower carb because Justin, aka my coach, wanted me to do 30% of my carbs in meal 3 and 50% in my pre-workout meal. So I'm going to do a higher carb meal for my next one because then I'll be working out about an hour after that. So more carbs equals more fuel for my workout. So we will see you in 3 more hours for that one. Pro tip, when you have limited guacamole usage, dial up that shit strategically. So, random thought I wanted to share with you guys. Fun fact about me, I work from home. But my fiance owns a gym up here in northern Michigan, and that's where I am now. So instead of working from home, I choose to come here and work in his office specifically, because I am very inspired by this environment. Like right now as we speak, I can hear him out there talking to some younger kid about, you know, bodybuilding posing advice, and we're just surrounded by people with like-minded interests, and so that is extremely motivating to me and helps me get through this prep tenfold. So point being, find an environment and people to surround yourself with that inspire you, and it'll help you stay in the right mindset to work towards whatever you're working towards. Like right now behind me, for example, there's bodybuilding medals, and you know, it's something that my fiance and I are getting very, very involved, or have been very involved in, but our life is very much becoming revolved around it. So again, I encourage you to, if you're in a situation or in a workplace or with coworkers that don't inspire you, there needs to be a shift there. So we're done with work for the day. It's time for the pre-workout meal. I have 145 grams of rice with 4 ounces of ground turkey. I've had 4 ounces of ground turkey the past 3 meals because I'm trying to keep protein as consistent as possible throughout the day. And a little tip on your meal timing, if that's something that you're worried about, if you have a more strict goal like a bodybuilding competition or some sort of physique contest. I set timers on my phone, so every 3 hours a timer goes off that tells me it's time to eat, and that also helps between meals. If I'm getting hungry, I can just look at that timer and be like, okay, I have 30 minutes to my next meal, I have 15 minutes, so on and so forth. So that's just a little tip for you guys. So I'm gonna get this down and get a good leg day in. So the only part of my leg day that I filmed today was the finisher, which was 2 sets of 50 frog pumps. They may not seem like they're that intense, but after a long glute day, they are absolutely killer. So I highly recommend. Last meal of the night. I look forward to this every single night because look at how creamy that is. This is my protein ice cream that I make with the Ninja Creamy. Best investment ever. It wasn't even that expensive. It was like $125 maybe, but this is like the ultimate prep hack for anybody else that's in prep. All that's in here is a scoop of protein, some almond milk, a little bit of salt, and I think that's it. Yeah, so I put this together last night and then I blended it up this morning because it has to freeze for 24 hours. So I blended up the liquid mixture and then put it in the creamy tonight, and this is how it turned out. So I'll show you guys how I make the mixture in a second when I make the one for tomorrow night. So this is the lineup. I do about a cup of almond milk. So I fill my blender cup till about there. A scoop of protein. I'm using the Axe and Sledge Farm Fed. This one mixes up really well and makes it really creamy, but I'm sure any like whey protein isolate would work. So a scoop of that, a dash of salt, and then the other thing that I forgot to mention earlier was just a splash of this zero sugar coffee cream. This adds to the creaminess and it adds to the flavor as well. 1 serving is a tablespoon, which is 15 milliliters, 1 fat, 1 carb, 0 protein. So like that is it. That's about 15 milliliters. So I will blend this up and stick it in the little pint container, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. This is it, guys. You don't have to add ice or anything to it. You just put this right in the pint containers that comes with the, or that come with the creamy. Put it in the freezer, freeze it for 24 hours, and mix it up the next day. I hope you try this because it's an absolute game changer. Also, forgot to mention, the flavor that I used of the Farm Fed is the chocolate milkshake. You could even add a little like cocoa powder to the mix if you wanted to make it even more chocolatey. But yes, this one has been awesome. I've also tried their birthday cake one in there. That's been really good. Yeah, I'm sure any of their flavors would be awesome in there, but like I said, probably any whey isolate would do the trick. I hope you guys enjoyed this day in the life of a bikini prep. It was fun. It was weird talking to my camera all day long, but I'm sure there's somebody on the other end of this that got something from it. I'm about 16 weeks out right now, so as I post more videos, the diet will get more and more boring because it'll get more and more simple. But let me know if you enjoyed this, if you got something from this, and I will see you in the next one.